Welcome back everyone. My name is Vijayanand and in today's session we are going to understand distributed agile. In the earlier sessions we learned about the 4 core values of agile, 12 principles of agile. Let's do a quick recap. Looking at the core values, we can see that the individuals and their interactions, their face-to-face discussions and collaboration is going to be important. Similarly, the customer collaboration with the development team in understanding the priorities and successfully delivering the product increment at the end of each sprint is going to be key. Face-to-face conversations is the most effective and efficient way of conveying information within teams. Sustainable development is also promoted by Agile, and the user, sponsor, development team all need to come together. Lastly, at periodic intervals, the team comes together, reflects on how they can be more effective and what behavioral changes they need to do. We can conclude from the core values and principles that co-location is going to be key for successful Agile delivery. But the world has been challenged by the recent pandemic. Offices have been closed and teams have been forced to work remote from their homes.
We call the cross-functional teams co-located if they use the same physical space and if they are less than 60 meters apart. In today's scenario, the teams lack common physical space, they are greater than 60 meters apart, and they are distributed, even spread across geographies, dependent on technologies to run delivery. Examples of distributed teams include teams which work in the same facility but on different floors. Another example could be teams which work on the same floor but in different ODCs. Teams which work on the same floor and same ODC but greater than 60 meters apart can also be called distributed. Teams today are working remotely across geographies. In this particular scenario, how do we ensure that collaboration happens? How can we collaborate when everyone is working remote from home? There are daily stand-up meetings, the sprint planning, sprint review, sprint retrospective, and other agile ceremonies. Let us now understand the best practices for managing distributed agile teams. We need to have an eye on the team's health in this scenario of great change. The team's happiness, the team's collaboration, their performance levels are a direct impact to the productivity. We also have to have an eye on the customer satisfaction. We also need to pay close attention to the team's change in attitude or agility as it may impact on the team's performance. It is our responsibility to create a shared vision for the team. The team needs to be made aware of what are the problems that we are trying to fix, what is the solutions that we are planning to implement, and what is the value that we want to deliver to the customer. The teams also need to be encouraged to add on to this list. Creating this shared vision across cross-functional teams and cross-cultural teams which are working remote is going to be the foundation for good planning and execution of the project. Since the entire team is working remote and they have greater flexibility and independence, there is every possibility they may lose out on the focus. It is therefore essential to clearly define the accountability, responsibility of each team member and also ensure their availability during the working hours committed by them. Clear communication and collaboration with a vision is going to be key for Agile teams to be successful. High-performing Agile teams will start deliver value once we have a detailed product backlog and strict adherence to daily stand-up meetings where the expectations for all the participating members is set well in advance and also ensuring visibility of the work in progress to the entire team. Setting up communication channels and clearly defining guidelines is going to be very important for distributed Agile teams. The right tools need to be made available and there has to be an agreement on the communication channels as to when they can use phone call, email, chat. That kind of an understanding and agreement should be there consistently across all team members. Face-to-face interactions and collaboration is key for Agile teams to be successful. When the team is distributed, it is our responsibility to identify every opportunity to increase the collaboration and interaction. Encouraging video calls among the team members ensure better face-to-face interactions and to understand each other's reactions and emotions. And we should identify opportunities for informal discussions like music, books, movies, weather, or other common topics of interest. In short, create every opportunity for the team to socialize. And finally, we need to continuously monitor the team's health in the new ways of working and also enable any coaching that may be required. It is also important to reconfigure the team members and their roles as required to improve on the team as well as individuals' performance.
In this session, we learned about distributed agile, the best practices for distributed agile teams to be successful. That brings us to the end of the session. Thank you. Please share your feedback, suggestions in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you.